Welcome to the channel where I am so trying to help bring joy and hope during these kind of upside down times that sometimes can feel discouraging and sometimes exciting because of all the signs that are occurring all around us. Today, I wanted to share something. It's been on my mind all weekend long as I was preparing and thinking about what could I bring you? What could I bring you that would be of greatest comfort and help and practical hope? I don't want to just talk about the signs of the times. I want to be able to bring you information that can help your family right now be happy and to also maybe a little bit reduce quarreling. So I've been reading in Millennium Messiah. I used to have a copy and I can't find it. So I ordered a used copy and this brought so much hope and encouragement. I wanted to share a couple of things with you. And then I'm going to share with you several things that you can do with your family. There was just a little passage that I wanted to share with you. And then again, some things that you can do right away to help with your family. But on page 2, Bruce R. McConkie writes, by his own voice, the Lord has commanded his latter-day servants, prepare ye the way of the Lord, prepare ye the supper of the Lamb, make ready for the bridegroom. And then he talks about how, and so it is that the servants of the Lord have prepared the supper. The banquet tables are heaped high with heavenly manna. The food and drink consists of none other things than that which the prophets and apostles have written, and that which is taught them by the Comforter through the prayer of faith. Okay, so I'm thinking about what is this? And then I read this next paragraph, and then I just want to give you a few tips in and out today for this video for you. I want to respect your time. As we begin to eat at the Lord's tables, he writes, we are both humbled and exhilarated by the glory and wonder of it all. Many prophets and righteous men saw this day. In dreams when the moon ruled the night and visions when the sun ruled the day, many of the ancient saints from all the dispensations of the past, longed for the triumph, the day of triumph and glory that was promised to the saints of latter days. Many would fain have changed places with us, that their eyes might see what we behold, and their hands be put to the plow with which we labor in the fields of the Lord. Ours is the glorious privilege to lay the foundations of Zion with the full assurance that we, or our children or their descendants, will live to see the face of him who shall come to dwell with his saints and to reign among the righteous. So at the tables prepared in the Lord's house, we shall speak of the coming of the Son of Man, of the return of God's almighty Son. We shall talk of the signs of the times, of those things which the apostles and prophets say must precede his glorious advent, of the circumstances that shall attend his return, and of the paradisical glory that shall cover the earth when the wicked are destroyed and all things become new. And he just goes on and on and on, but I will stop there. And I was thinking, what can I share today that we as families can be doing as we participate in all of these things, as we look to the signs, as we recognize the importance of our day, but we're also admonished and encouraged to find joy during this time as we look at President Nelson and his enthusiasm. And so I wanted to share a couple of things. My background is in training. My master's was in organizational learning and leadership. How do we build culture? How do we build cultures that are supportive and tightly woven together so that the entities or the organizations and family is part of that, sustains weathering influences of difficulty? So I just wanted to share a couple of things that you can try with your family. And I'm going to figure out how to make a downloadable sheet so that you can actually track this, because it can be so fun. And then I'll include some links for research on behind these things and why they're so powerful. But one of the first things that we can do with family, and one of the first things to kind of wither when we're feeling frustrated with family, is eye contact. When we are feeling frustrated or having difficulties with others, eye contact withers. And so it can be really helpful to start auditing eye contact. And we might start noticing that we have eye contact with certain family members, but not with others. And yet it is in our eye contact with one another that we know we're okay in the eyes of the other person. And so, one thing that you can do if you notice that you're struggling to do eye contact with somebody is to just start with 1 second. That if you're used to talking with them like this, or you're looking at your phone, or you're looking away, even just 1 second of contact and then looking away starts building a bridge. And if you can add to that eye contact, as you're like, oh, it's a little hard to look them in the eye, but if I do 1 second in their eye and I think, I love you. And even if maybe I can't muster, I love you, because I'm really struggling with that person right now, I can think, God loves you. As I look at that person, and then maybe I need to look away, but as I look at them and I think, God loves you, oh, it makes such a difference. And then if we track this, even if maybe we just set a goal for one time of day with the person that we're struggling with, that we look them in the eye and we think, God loves you, it can make all the difference in the world. The next thing is that we can encourage or demonstrate that we actually really love being with the person, or we want to love being with the person, is that we can find a time when we can do a fist bump with them. That physical contact is quick and fleeting. And yet at the same time, when we have physical contact that is uplifting, is bright, is reassuring, it does so much for our family relationships. And so that's a second thing that you can do. And then smile. Smiles can make such a difference. And there is a difference between artificial smiles and real smiles. And the difference is in the eyes. That's what research shows. And so if we're struggling with an individual, but we want to smile at them, lift your eyebrows. Because I can smile at you like this, but if my eyes aren't vibrant, the smile is perceived as artificial. And every time we do an extension of love for our family members, it brings reassurance. And this time in which we're living, with the signs of the times and the love of man waxing cold, we want to be an antidote for that and to be able to bless the lives of others. And in Doctrine and Covenants 1:11:11, we're told to be wise as serpents and yet as harmless as doves. And I'll put the link in there. And that God then can order all things for our good as fast as we are able to receive them. So these three little things can make such a difference. And again, it's the eye contact, and we can think God loves you as we do that eye contact. It can be a fist bump when something, or a high five, or an arm around their shoulders, whatever it is. Sometimes when we're having a little bit of a difficulty with a family member, just a simple fist bump indicates, and we might not ever quite know just how important that was on that particular day for that person. And then the third one was a smile. And if we're struggling with the person, we can lift our eyebrows as we smile, and it can help in so many ways. God loves you. He sees your efforts. He sees your sacrifices. He will be there for you as you call for him. I promise. I've experienced it in my own life, and I know it's true. Okay, that's all for today. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, I'd love to have you subscribe. Share with a friend who might need some good words of comfort. And then make sure to leave in the comments, if you would like, something that's worked for you and your family. And give a thumbs up if you valued this information. Thank you so much. I'll see you at the next episode. Bye-bye.